myself instead of a glaive.
Okay.
Wow, 80-year-old human. That's pretty. That's pretty old.
Okay,
Like
not 80, sorry.
humans.
Like 60. Sorry. 80 is way too old. I just want to look kind of old.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the alchemy lab dressed like this.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
Is there anyone there?
Wait. You have to return the horse. You have to ride into camp
No, I
on
told
that
it. I
horse.
said beforehand I returned the horse.
Sure.
Ask the old dude.
No, not as old. It only lasts for like 10 minutes. So that's why
Oh.
I'm so close. I assume that's close. I mean, I'm not sure how the scale is on this, but I want to be close but around the corner where they can't see me.
Okay.
And I walk in there. Is the alchemy instructor there?
Yeah.
I say, "Hello, alchemy instructor. I am Balthazar II, wizard
Don't
of
you-
Sixth Order."
Don't you have to roll a disguise check?
I mean, it's magic though, so I don't think.
Oh,
I
okay.
get a plus 10 to disguise if I have to roll. But sure, I can roll.
No, no,
Do I have to
no.
roll?
Yeah, go for it.
Let
'Cause
me
he's-
check.
he's looking at
I
you
have a quest
rather
rank,
suspiciously.
so I get a plus 12.
I would probably charisma roll rather than disguise roll. Ah, 19, nice.
Okay.
Balthazar, wizard of the Sixth Order.
It just doesn't make you any convincing. You just look convincing.
I am super convincing.
So what?
I mean, I did change myself physically to be different, but maybe you can. I don't know. Anyways,
what are you wearing?
I'm wearing long purple flowing wizard robes.
Are you able to change that as well, or did you have?
Yes,
just-
yes. You can change any equipment, weapon, armor,
Okay.
all of
It's
that.
Huh.
just an illusion. But
Yeah, it's an illusion. Yeah, it's a glamour.
Sure.
Yeah. So I tell him who I am. Does he
Okay.
react?
He's looking at you extremely suspiciously. Who are you, and what are you doing here?
I have a medallion of on my. No, I don't have it. Wait. I have an insignia of a different. I don't have any insignia. Sorry. Never mind.
Okay.
What did he say?
He's like, who are you, and what are you doing here?
I am a dragon scholar, and I recently heard that a dragonborn from your camp imbibed a potion of some sort.
He'll tilt his head, and he's looking at you really suspiciously. Go ahead and make a bluff check.
this is gonna be great when he rolls a 1 on this. Oh,
Why am I the only one that gets the ones?
A
Uh,
glamour, not a grimer, a glamour. It's a type of spell.
so he'll lean in close to
Open.
you.
Yeah.
as as you get up and leave as I'm talking to you.
Sorry.
Um,
Sorry, it's just warm.
Then he will squint his eyes and say, "No, you're not."
Really, dog? Okay. Yes, I am.
So I'm gonna
Yes,
I'm
I
gonna
am, I
I'm gonna
promise.
show the stream what I rolled on the sense motive.
Oh, that guy probably crit it or something.
It's gonna look backwards because my cam's backwards, but you get the idea.
I have a really good spell glamour going.
Right.
Yeah, you-
so
you
you
look
you
really
look
good.
you I mean he believed that you are
Oh,
who
okay.
you say while you look, but the things you were saying, not buying it at all. It's like, why don't you tell me why you're why you're really here?
Okay, I'm not really a dragon scholar, as you may have discerned, but I am an alchemist. And I did actually meet this dragonborn of yours on the road out of here as he went riding. And he's a very open fellow, and he told me what happened. And I'm very curious in this potion that he talked about, this purple potion.
Go ahead and make another bluff check.
I love how he's pretending to be an alchemist while speaking to another alchemist that can really like check his bluffs.
All right, and kind of squint his eyes again and say, well, if you really are who you say you are, you should know that anything can happen when you mix ingredients incorrectly. What exactly that young fellow drank was even unknown to me.
Wait, if I look around, do I see more of the purple potion?
Gosh.
I mean, you don't see that purple potion. You see some other ones that I guess have probably been recently created from the class that was in here.
Okay.
It's like, and then once you, as you're looking around, and say, why are you here? Who sent for you? I certainly didn't ask for an alchemist.
I came to warn you. You should not speak of this to anyone else.
And his spell wears
It's
off.
How long does it last for, out of curiosity?
10
10
minutes.
minutes. This
Okay.
is not a 10-minute
No, it's not.
conversation.
It's not. I'm just asking.
Yeah, okay.
Because if it was like
Uh,
1 minute per level or something like that, that'd be something.
No, it's 10
intimidating.
minutes per level, actually.
Sure, sure.
If I were you, I would keep this potion quiet. One of these dragonborns are rare creatures, and that you were unable to protect him from himself even is a black mark on you as an alchemist and your school. That you cannot even tell me what it is so I can reproduce it and test it on other specimens is frankly embarrassing. I will leave you now, and you will never hear from me again, but let it be known that Bartleby the Sixth takes umbrance with you. And then I just fucking leave.
He'll sort of follow, like he'll follow you at least to the door and like watch you as you leave.
I don't even look back until I round the corner. Then I start sprinting. As soon as I hit 2, I sprint to around here, and then I take off the disguise.
Sure. I mean, there's a few people around, milling about the courtyard now, and it's kind of weird to them that an 8-year-old looking human is now sprinting across the court. Then again, it's not the strangest thing they've ever seen, because there was, just a couple of days ago, some wizard that lit himself on fire. So
Yeah, these wizards, man, they're so fucking crazy.
who knows what sort of wizardy thing they're doing.
Mm.
He was like a 60-year-old dude as well, just like bolting through the yard.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right.
All right.
Holding
I
his hat.
take it off when I'm somewhere in private where people can't see
Does,
me.
can you actually dispel it, or does it just end when it wears off?
I don't actually know. It doesn't. It's a transmutate. It's a illusion spell, so you should be able to break it, right?
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you can
Oh.
probably break it. It's fine.
Oh.
I was just curious about it. All right. So Diff, you're
Yeah.
going to be reading Alaster. You were. Were you
I'm
doing
in the
anything?
armory
particular?
waiting for my
you-
stuff to get back.
You're doing armory. You eventually get it back. It looks all nice, clean, and sharp. Sock, you were waiting for your art, or I guess you got your armor off. Was there anything else you guys wanted to do in this particular day, or was that about it?
I can go help. I can go to the library. I have the same idea that maybe we should check out this cult.
Sure.
And if I find Dip there, I'll help him out with his.
Yeah.
I'm not really worried about.
Since I have pretty high religion knowledge too.
Sure.
So should I roll that actually? Is
Yeah,
that
you can.
helpful?
You can go ahead if you want. You can try to assist him.
Let's check how high it is.
My character is not going to do any sort of research because he got the confirmation from the Harmond. No, not Harmond. Horang.
Hooray.
Horang said that he might have some sort of idea.
Sure.
So my character isn't going to do any research. He's just going to wait to find out whatever he had in mind.
Shock, you go in to read, and that same romance novel that Dip was reading earlier really catches your eye as well. So
I think
It must be some bestseller, man.
this 50 Shades of Dragon Scales is really good, Dip.
All right. All right. Was there anything else that you guys wanted to accomplish?
No, I'll go sleep.
I'm
Really
pretty
not.
much gonna be waiting for new orders.
Yeah, sure. All right.
No.
So about a week will pass, in fact, and not a
Oh,
whole lot
really?
happens. You don't get any calls. You do get bigger rooms. They're wider. You get comfier beds. You get like a nice pillow this time. You get big dresser, and it's a little bit more lavish than what you used to have. And you don't have to hang around all the young kids anymore who are had their rooms in the same general area that you did. So
Oh, wait. So our past rooms or whatever you want to call them, we like hang around kids.
Well, no, I mean, so everybody has their own room, right? And so it's sort of
Yeah.
separated by uh, the ones who are in training and the ones who are actually full-fledged members. And so
Yeah.
you did have some kids, ranging between, anything between like 9 to 10 to, you know, 20s, 30s, 40s. So you were all living in the same general area. You're not living together, but all your rooms were in that general area. And now you're in kind of if you look at the map, you have like the entire right side, that L shape, that's all like trainee dorms. And then on
Yeah.
the left side, that's all like, higher class, full-fledged member dorms.
So as we like move our stuff over to the new place, I'm obviously going to flash my medallion to the kids in the area.
Like, oh,
For
that's
the
so
trainees.
cool. But they don't really get close to you because you are a little bit scary looking.
Yeah, I know that. So I'm going to grin uh bigger than usual just to like show some more of my fangs to them
Sure.
because I'm leaving the area, so might as
Scare
well
the
give them.
children.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, cool. So we have a potion addict and a child frightener so far in this party. Excellent. All right,
And
so
a rainbow dragon.
the rainbow dragon. Well, that's
Well,
that's the potion addict.
yeah.
So yeah, all right. So yeah, you flash your medallion. You look all high and mighty. So about a week will pass by, and you finally get another knock at your door. It's just sort of around midday. Um, Sorry, or if you're not in your room, you'll have one of these, sort of courier kids track you down and tell you that you are going to be needed right now in the administration tower.
But before we do that, wait, can I just, during the week that passed, can I have gone into the armory and asked if it's possible to get some special armor for my tail?
Uh, Generally, the armor that you're going to have is already going to cover. I don't think you need armor for your tail. It actually wouldn't. If you want
I
to add it,
wanted
look, if you want to add
extra
it for
damage.
if you want to add it for flavor, that's fine. But otherwise, you're not going to get extra damage from putting armor on your muscular tail.
Imagine how cool that would be, though.
In
Okay.
in fact, it would probably actually make it harder to hit with
Okay, I don't have armor on my tail. That's a shame.
because you're adding a bunch of weight to it.
All right,
Okay.
so I get all my armor and gear together and go to the.
Yeah, I gather my stuff and go to.
I go completely naked. No, I don't. I obviously get my stuff as well.
Wait, no.
All right, so you guys are met in the lobby by Jocelyn. And she'll look at you and say, "All right, so will be your first official mission as fully fledged members of the Crescent Moon. Remember our creeds. Remember all your training. Use it well on this one." So Bastion's Hope has recently contacted us to look into a maybe minor, maybe major matter. The areas around the foot of the Eagle's Tooth Mountains has been providing less supplies to the town recently than they have in the past. Now, this
Which
could
town are we
be,
talking?
huh? So this
Which town?
this is a collection of towns. Like that general area has been producing less than it has in the past. Now this is could be just a matter of the way that the crops were this year. It could be some other possibility, but Bastion's Hope just wants to make sure that there's no foul play or some sort of banditry going on in that general area. You will
Yeah,
be
so
one
they
of
have-
you will be one of several groups that will get sent out to different towns, different regions. You three are to report to the town of White Birch and dig up anything you can find. This will mostly be a fact-finding type mission, but should the need arise to engage in combat, you're well within your right to do so. Now,
Will we be given horses?
you will be given horses as well as, and she'll hands you or hands Diff a bag. Here are 200 gold pieces. This is your travel expenses as well as any other additional things you may need to appropriate while you are in towns.
Will we get any potions?
Under my breath, I say, kick ass.
Kick ass.
And she'll shake her head.
Are there any birches that are not white, by the way? Did I miss something? Is there red birch?
It's just a
White
town.
birch.
It's just a town name.
Okay, okay.
200 gold is pretty good.
200 gold should be enough.
Should be enough, yeah. How far are we going?
So, I'm actually going to draw you guys a map for next time, but so basically, there's Bastion's Hope, which is the big town that's sort of northwest of you. That's about a half-day ride. South of that was Blackbriar. So Blackbriar was like southwest from you. White Birch is northeast. And it's probably another, several hour, maybe even half, well, probably about 6 to 8 hour ride. So a lot more if you were to go with horses, probably even more if you were to go in a wagon because wagons travel, slower than if you were just on horses. But as it is, it'll probably be about a 6 to 8 hour ride itself.
Okay, and which direction is it? South, north?
So
West?
it's north. It's northeast. You'll take the road northeast. Everybody knows the Eagle's Tooth Mountains. It's the the mountain range that's closest to you guys.
Oh, I've been there. Okay. When we ride, I guess.
Sure. Unless any of you have questions or.
Oh, I think we're good to go.
Not really. I think I'm going to bring some rations with me.
She'll look at you and say that would probably be smart.
Yeah.
What if I stole some potions before we left? No, I'm just-
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding. No, I don't get anything. I just go get my special saddle and
Sure.
stuff before. Yeah.
All right. So you guys get your horses. You head out on the ride. Head out on the road. And once again, it's kind of long. I don't know if you have anything to discuss while you're on the road, in particular to each other.
Talk about the romance novel I read yesterday. It's really good.
I'm really intrigued by this, and because I like reading, and I haven't read this apparently, so I'm going to ask him for some juicy details.
50 Shades of Dragon Scales. It's all about these two Dragonborn, and they use this whip. It's really saucy stuff.
Diff, I didn't
So-
know you were into Dragonborns like that.
No, there is more than one book in this library, or in that library.
All right.
I don't know. Found it on his table, so you know. Maybe he got curious after I joined the party.
Who knows?
It was for research purposes. All right. So you guys
Absolutely.
ride through, making idle chit chat along the way, of course. and you will eventually arrive in the town of White Birch. Anybody wants to make a knowledge local roll?
Sure.
I think only Stigan has that.
I
Sure.
have local. +1.
Or can you roll on stuff you don't have trained?
Yeah, but you get
Not-
like
not
a
with that one.
minus.
Yeah, knowledge
Oh.
is you cannot do untrained.
Well,
So
Yeah.
13.
Oh,
All right.
Oh.
So,
Screw that.
Alastair, you know that this region, especially White Birch itself, mostly known for their peaches, actually.
they're
Um,
birches.
No. Well, I mean, there's also
Peaches.
a white birch forest, essentially, but
Okay.
but this area produces a lot of peaches.
Oh.
Diff, you also know that maybe you've traveled here before. You also know that it's fairly small, probably only about 50 or so people in this village. The important figures are you have the town magister, whose name is Sylvester, and you have the inn, which also kind of, of course, doubles as the bar, and that is named the Red. And you, of course,
Bar
also know
named the
about
Red.
peaches and everything of that sort. All right, so so you guys get into town. It's it's getting to be around dusk, but not. There's still some light out. And what seems really strange is that there's really nobody outside at all. Or it might not be strange to you guys in particular, but it's really quiet. Like there's no, you'd maybe expect to find some people still wandering around outside, doing whatever it is they need to, but you do see lights flickering on indoors, so there are people about. It's just there's nobody outside. It's pretty quiet.
what time of day was it again?
It's getting to be about dusk. There's still lights on, or still light outside, but you don't see the sun anymore.
So
Good.
You're in
Alright, so I'd
late spring
turn-
currently.
I turned to the other party members and say, "Well, it is kind of strange that we don't see anybody, but it is getting close to nighttime for most of these people. But there's a local tavern that I remember that's here that we can go and check out, see if there's anybody in there."
Sure.
All right.
What exactly that we're here to do again? I'm very forgetful.
We're here to discover why they're not
The
pulling their
shipments have
weight,
been-
essentially.
Okay. Okay, let's let's go. You
I've
can lead the
got
way.
a few wild theories that we can share when we get a table or something at the
Yeah.
end.
Yeah, but I think you know this area the best, so lead the way.
So
Just the way it is.
it's not really hard to find the Red. It's a pretty small town, so you generally know the direction to go in, and you'll eventually find it. It's got a sign hanging outside. Big letters, the Red, and yeah. So you're at the inn. I assume you guys are going inside.
Yeah, just
Sure.
Walk
Unless there's
inside.
something like deeply disturbing about it.
No, I mean, you can tie up your horses. There's a little, little stable-ish type area next to stables itself, and you walk inside, and it's actually empty inside, except, of course, the barkeep who is, sitting there cleaning out glasses, and he'll look at you guys as you walk in, and he'll do the one where goes to look at you to nod at the locals and looks back, and then suddenly looks back at you again and just does a quick little shake of the head, not quite believing what he's seeing, but he'll nod to you guys. What can I do for you,
so
gentlemen?
I walk up to him and I
Did he
So
say you
we're-
two gentlemen?
I said, what can I do for you, gentlemen?
Oh, I thought you said you two gentlemen, like he was implying something. Like
So
the
I-
dragon.
Vampires aren't gentlemen.
No,
I walk up to him and I say, "We're from the mercenary camp Crescent Moon, and we were contracted here to see about some supply issues. Do you know of anything that's going on in the town?
Supply issues, really? How? I don't know too much about the harvest. I usually just, mind to my own bar here. Most likely you will need to go see Sylvester. He's I guess the closest to a magister as you can get to around these parts, but he's also being the record keeper for the farms in this general area for as long as I can remember. So he'll most likely be the guy you want to contact, but I think by now he's going to be at home, so you may need to wait till tomorrow morning to do so.
Then I kind of interrupt him near the end as I look around and say, "Where's everybody tonight? Usually last time I came through in here, it was pretty busy in here. There doesn't seem to be anybody out tonight."
Oh, well, it's been a little bit slow recently. You know how wives get. Husbands come home a little bit too inebriated at night, and they just don't allow them to go out the next day. These things happen. It ebbs and flows.
What a sense motive on this guy.
Sure.
Or not.
Let me just make a quick roll.
So this motive is one you can use without being trained, right?
Sense motive. Yes, I
Black
believe
yeah,
so.
yeah.
Remember, if you're not trained in it, however, you also get a -4.
Okay, but I have +3, so
Okay.
it's not too bad.
So you're at a -1 total.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I mean,
delicious.
you are eating this guy's words. Everything he sounds like he's an angel singing in your sweet ears. And Diff, you don't pick up anything in malicious or the fact that he's trying to lie to you at all.
Can I do a
Sure,
sense
you
motive?
can roll it. I don't know what your sense motive is.
It's
wisdom.
I don't have any.
It's wisdom. I believe you have a -1 wisdom, and you're rolling at a
Yeah.
-4. If you don't have it trained zero, you're at a -5.
Yeah, so it's definitely wisdom then.
Yes.
Yes.
Alright, so -5, here it goes.
Okay, so
You're just the worst.
so the supply
God.
the supply
out of hand.
issues are like the supplies were, as we were told, they were really low, right?
They were low enough to where they warranted getting checked out.
And would I know that this, like, if something was going on, that he would likely know it?
Barkeeps tend to know a lot.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell him, I think you're not really giving us the full story, and I'm going to actually roll in the intimidate. So I
have
plus
really
4,
good-
so -4 would be +0. So or not. Okay.
I'm
So
gonna bluff.
you try to like saddle up your chest to him, and he just kind of stares at you and says, "Well, as a local proprietor, I know as much as people tell me, and I haven't heard anything in particular."
I'm gonna bluff.
So,
I'm gonna bluff before anything happens here.
Sure.
As soon as I notice how badly his intimidation is going, I'm gonna bluff and say, "Look, we know what's going on here. Why don't you just tell us, and it'll be better for everyone." So that's my charisma. 16.
And so you're trying to bluff this?
Yeah, it's a training skill. I'm gonna bluff and say, "We know that you know what's going on. Why don't you just make it easier?"
we know that you know that
Yeah.
I know.
That he knows, that I know, that you know.
And
You know.
he'll kind of throw his foot as like I don't know what you're talking about, sir. I just tend this local bar. I'm sure, some of
Okay,
the
we're just
farms
making
might
sure.
have some problems, but
Just check.
I'm
there's no
sure you
check.
can find out everything you need to know tomorrow.
What